Chief Meteorologist Jeff Berardelli joins us now with more. You are watching this so closely.
Every second of every hour until it makes landfall and beyond. And I have the pleasure now of introducing you to Jamie Rhome. Jamie Rhome is the Deputy Director of the National Hurricane Center. I interviewed Jamie just a few months back before hurricane season. He's one of the smartest people at the National Hurricane Center, and I do mean that. You know a ton about storm surge. So before we get to storm surge, though, I want to say the latest update from the National Hurricane Center, pressure is down to 947 millibars. That's the lowest I've seen it. Are we entering an intensification phase, Jamie?
We'll have to wait and see. That aircraft data is still coming in. Take a few minutes to really process it. But certainly a falling pressure is not good. It means that they're certainly not weakening as we move into the night, and so all indications are we're going to have a major hurricane approach the southwest coast of Florida here tomorrow.
You know, I see what you have behind you, the rainfall. So let's just ask you about rainfall. What I think is amazing about this storm, and we've seen it on all the models over and over and over again, is some of the heaviest rain, not necessarily on the eastern and southeast side, it's the western and northwest side, which puts Tampa Bay proper right under the heaviest swath of rain.
It's correct, and I want to make sure people understand this, because I suspect a lot of people have looked at that very subtle shift south of the track today and the decreasing storm surge risk for the Tampa Bay area, and perhaps a narrative has unfolded that maybe we're out of it or we've dodged a bullet, but no, unfortunately, the heavy rain shield is going to be along and north of the track, and so while the surge might have gone down a little bit, unfortunately the rainfall and flooding threat has gone up. And if I'm sure you talked about this, Jeff, we're now in this is an excessive rainfall risk map, meaning what is the risk of very heavy rain occurring over a short period of time, and you can now see that we are at high along the I-4 corridor. This is not typical. We don't typically put this high category out, so this is really noteworthy.
Yeah, you rarely ever see that, especially here in Florida. So let me ask you about storm surge. For years and years, you were the storm surge expert at the National Hurricane Center. You got a bump up and a promotion, but you know a ton about storm surge along the West Coast. So first of all, could there still be storm surge in Tampa Bay, let's say in places like Shore Acres where we have that flow kind of out of the northeast? And who should be worrying about the most storm surge? Is it southern parts of Sarasota County? What should they be thinking about in terms of storm surge?
Yeah, there's still a little bit of a storm surge risk, and to help explain why, as the center kind of passes you and the winds kind of come around to the northwest, it can pile it up in there. But that's not the scenario we were looking at yesterday. So the storm surge risk has gone down a little bit, so we're probably looking at 3, 4, 5 feet versus what we were looking at yesterday. That's good news for some people, but unfortunately that has been more than compensated by the heavy rain risk, which will fill that back in and create probably even more flooding because it'll be widespread. Whereas the surge would have been along the immediate coastal areas, now we're looking at the risk of widespread flooding.
Jamie, thank you so much. I appreciate you joining us, and good luck during the storm. Jen, just to kind of wrap up what Jamie was saying here, obviously the storm surge, not as much of an issue for Tampa, but it is still a huge issue for southern parts of our viewing area. That would be especially Sarasota County, and then especially south of that into Sanibel, Captiva, Boca Grande, and Charlotte Harbor.
Our neighbors to the south, our thoughts are with them as we also